Welcome to the No Man's Land series with HK. This is episode 9, Hired Help.
Previously on No Man's Land, the sheriff and HK discussed how the fire started and who could have been behind it. They both agreed that Mark the mechanic might be a suspect due to his recent actions. After the fire was completely put out, HK set up a tent on his property. The next morning, HK battled within himself on what needed to be done, deciding that the fire was not going to stop him. He put up a fence around the wood processor. He then went up to the shop to help Tanya clear out some weeds and assist with setting up the firewood point that had been missing since the murder of Tom King. HK returned home to finish up some other chores before heading into town to meet with the insurance company. Upon returning home, it was discussed that Mark was located in a nearby town about 6 hours away.
Good morning. So, going off of the news that we heard last night that Mark was caught, he's about 6 hours away. He should be in the hands of the sheriff today, so hopefully we'll get some information on him, on whether he did this or not. I left the wood processor on last night, all night, so let's see how much wood we got. Alright, so we got 5,360 liters, it looks like, for the night. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and check on the produce. See if we got anything that spawned out from the garden for that. Nope, nothing yet. Let's go ahead and look in the garden itself, make sure everything's going smoothly. Alright, so we have plenty of water. We do have some seed in there. 118 liters of tomatoes, 309 liters of lettuce, and 237 liters of strawberries. So everything's going alright with that. It's going to be fine for now. I did wake up early this morning. As Tanya had mentioned yesterday that she had more work for me because she knows that I just lost my house or whatnot, and she's actually down an employee because of Mark leaving. I got to be up there by 7:15, so I'll be heading up there here in a few. I really want to try and get these logs processed. I need to get them cut, moved over into this area over here. I'm really glad that I got to get this up. This is my bed for my silage. Bales is going to become useful. Hopefully, it's right around the time to start mowing again, so there will be some more put in there, and hopefully that's going to give us a big check for that, because we could really use it. After talking with the insurance company last night, the policy is not a big policy at all. It's very, very little, they said, and I shouldn't expect that much from it. So we'll have to see what I can actually get from that, because it was kind of a dilapidated place. But I don't know. I'll catch you guys up at the store, and we'll see what Tanya has for us. Alright, just pulling up to the store. Take a look at the wood processing area that we helped put up yesterday. It's nicely lit up. Looks like Tanya's already in there, so that's awesome. I'm a little early, which is a good thing, because if you ask my grandpa or my dad, if you're on time, you're late. So I need to be here early. I'm here early. But let's go on and jump inside and talk to her and see what she has for us today. Alright, so I grabbed the keys, and she wants to get a shed in over here to park the vehicles in. Mark was supposed to be doing it, but as he's no longer employed and now in the custody, he's not going to be able to complete that. So she's offered me the job to do it. So I'm going to start clearing the stuff out. It's kind of dark right now, so I'll bring you guys back in when it's lit up a little bit. Alright, it's been a little while. It's been about an hour, and it got a little bit brighter. I'm just mowing. We are going to jump into a time lapse of me mowing, and so hopefully we can get through this a little bit quicker. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, just got that done, and we're going to take this back inside, and then I'm going to grab the shovel out of the truck and start shoveling that grass up for the clippings. I think I put it in the truck this morning. Yep. Pick it up. Oop, dropped it. Get this turned around so I can use it. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to start getting this grass picked up. I'm kind of on a deadline. The prefab shed that we're going to be putting in over here, Tanya said was supposed to be here around 9:30ish or so. So I need to get all this up and out and get the tree trunks out before they get here, otherwise we can't really get that shed in. So I need to really focus on getting that. I'm going to pile it up right here for now, get all the grass out, and then after that I'll get the delimbing or the de-stumping out, get all the tree stumps out. So I'll see you guys here in a few once I'm done with that. right, last bit of shoveling of the grass is right here, so we're going to drop it off. Let's see, what time is it? 9:15. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the shovel off in the truck. That way I don't forget it or lose it. If I remember correctly, I cut about 4 or 5 trees down, so I have a few destumping items that I need to do. There's one there, there's a couple over here that I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the tractor and get that going. I've only got 14 minutes until the contractor gets here with the prefab shed. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the tractor and get that going. And I'll be back after we get the shed in. Alright guys, a couple hours later, shed is in. Let's go ahead and get this truck and trailer in there. Tanya said that she wanted the trailer in the first slot closest to the animal dealer. So that's where I'm going to put it. And then she said the truck's going to be in the second slot. And then she'll move the forklift over into the third spot there. So let's see if I can get this back in. As you guys saw in the last episode, I'm not very good at backing up. So let's see if I can get this one in where it needs to go. If I would have cut that, it would have been right on, but I didn't, so gotta pull forward. Now we can cut it in, straighten out. Well, that went way better than what I expected it to be. Let's go ahead and detach it. Oh, my truck's stalled. Let's go ahead and detach it. Pull forward, then we'll back the truck in right next to it. A little bit more. Alright, so next thing is I need to get a bucket and my shovel, and I need to shovel up that grass. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that bucket and start shoveling that in. So bring this over here. Go grab the shovel. So I think this will work. Haven't tried this particular process yet, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and grab the first load. Alright, let's see. It looks like it's going in. Oh, it looks like I'm missing a little bit on the side. I'll have to clean that up. And looks like more of it went outside of it than inside of it. So maybe be a little bit more careful putting it in. Let's try again. Oh, I'm not even close enough. Oh, too much. Alright, you know what? Let's try one more time. No. Alright, let's put this down and let's move the bucket. See how much is actually in there. Oh, there's only 16 liters in there, so almost all of that. Oh, what's going on? Gotta love games that glitch out sometimes. Alright, so there's hardly anything in there, but it is working, so that just means you gotta be really careful on putting it in there. So I'm gonna try and concentrate a little bit and try and get this in a little bit smoother. Maybe grab it a little bit closer. Maybe not go as high up. Let's just put it right over it. Alright, yeah, so that looks like what it is. It's going in. Let's go ahead and grab another one. So that's how it's done. So I'm just going to be really careful with it and put it in. I'll come back once I've got it completely full. Alright, just got that done. I'm going to pick up the shovel again. Put it in the truck so I don't lose it. And we're going to go let Tanya know that everything is done. See if there was anything else she needed from me today. Alright, so Tanya went ahead and paid me $8,000, and then I turned around and gave that right back to her, and I rented a tractor and a plow because I want to get some fields put in other than the one that was there when we started. I'm thinking 2. With it being October, day 3, I can only plant what's in season, and that is wheat and barley. So I am going to plant 2 fields. I think I'll do one of wheat and one of barley. And I think I'm going to do it on the back side where I mowed before. Maybe put a big field in and also put in a smaller field. And I think the big field will be wheat and the small field will be barley. I still haven't heard from the sheriff yet on if Mark has been transported to here yet, so hopefully we'll get to hear from that and go somewhere with that, find out if he had anything to do with my house being burnt down a couple days ago. Right now, he's just a suspect of it. There's nothing confirming that he did it or not. For all I know, it could have been anybody. I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, no, it's not going to stop me. But we're going to go back here and, like I was saying, put it back here. I'm thinking about putting the large field just here in front of us and the small field to the left of us. But I think before I do that, I'm going to actually, looking at the map that we had before, there used to be a road that used to go through here. It just got overgrown after everybody moved out. It's been a year since my grandfather was murdered almost. So let's go ahead and put in this road back in. So we're going to start off with that. And we'll probably start plowing right at the beginning of the next episode. So now we just gotta figure out the road spot. Looks like it's gonna be somewhere around here, about this big. We're gonna go all the way up to the edge of the property. Right there is where it's gonna start. Get it moving a little bit. Alright, and then looking at it in this direction, we can kind of see the angle of which it goes. So we're going to try to match that as best as we can. Yeah, it looks like we got it about spot on. So let's go ahead and start pushing that out. I'm trying to connect it all the way up to the property line. Make it a little bit wider on this side. There we go. And then I want to cut it a little bit wider on the other side up here. Alright, and now we're going to clean this up a little bit for the intersection area. I think I'm also going to clean up this road going back to the paved road near the garden as well, because it's almost barely visible now as well. So clean this up, try and circle this out a little bit where it's more of a angle, or not an angle, but a more fluid turning space into it. And we're going to bring it all the way up here and connect it to the main driveway. Right. And then right up here, we're going to make this a little bit wider. Clean up these corners a little bit, round them off a little bit. Alright. Next, I need to take out this tree because it's right in the middle of where I want to put the field at. So we're going to cut that down. We're going to move this over by the other trees that we've already cut down. That way, when we start processing the wood, we can go ahead and process that one as well. That way it doesn't get left out and about. But now, I just got to figure out how I'm going to set up these fields that I want and how big I want them. So I'm going to go ahead and start that process and get ready for the next episode. If you're enjoying the series, please give the channel a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.